In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the new Viva Mexico Tahona High Proof Blanco right here on the Tequila Hombre. Coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting and review of the new Viva Mexico Tahona High Proof Blanco. Now, this is brand new. Just got it in the other day. And I've got full production details on it. Now, what I'd like to do is see how well this pairs up with the High Proof Blanco that we brought in for Ferment and Still. That's an exclusive batch. And see what the differences are flavor-wise and what we're looking at as far as this new Tahona Blanco. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the production details and talk about this tequila. All right, so let's start talking about how this Viva Mexico Tahona Blanco is made. You look at it there's the label. It's made out of NOM 1414, which is Feliciano Vivanco and Associates, or otherwise known as Tequila Viva Mexico. It is Sergio Cruz is the master distiller out of there. Sergio Vivanco is pretty much the one who runs the operation there with Cesar and a couple of other Vivancos. For this particular batch, they used estate grown agave, which, the Vivancos are agaveros. They were agaveros before they were making tequila. So they grow really good agave. They know what they're doing. So they use estate grown agave at its peak ripeness. They cook them in brick hornos for 34 hours. And then after 34 hours, they let it rest for 24 hours before they remove them from the brick hornos. So after they remove them, they shred the agave, and then they use a Tahona to extract the sugars from the agave fibers. Now, if you're not familiar with what the Tahona is, it's a big volcanic rock wheel that they roll over the fibers in water, and they use that to extract the sugars out of the agave fibers. So once they do the extraction and get as many of the beautiful sugars out of the agave fibers as they can, they then ferment in wooden vats. And they fermented in wooden vats for 129 hours. And after fermentation is complete, they then twice distill in copper pot stills and then bottle it at 48% alcohol by volume. So this should be a really good flavor profile. I know Sergio Cruz does a really good job, and he's kind of a master at all the stuff he does. So let's not waste any more time. I'm kind of excited. So let's get into the tasting portion and see what this tequila is all about. All right, so showing you guys the label again, just so you can see what it looks like. So if you see the label with the Tahona wheel, with the bird on it, eagle, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be an eagle on it. Really nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop the top on this. It's a typical Viva Mexico shaped bottle. I like the way they did the label on it, though. So we'll go ahead and pop the top. It is a artificial cork, which is good. Prevents evaporation and leakage. So we'll go ahead and pour some in the glass. Now, this was provided by the brand for an unbiased, honest review, which Sergio Cruz and Sergio Vivanco love my reviews. They love my honesty, and they are open to feedback, which is always good. So that's exactly what they're getting, an honest, unbiased review. I'm not being paid by the brand to do this. They just send the bottle and say, hey, can you review this and let us know what you think? It's okay, great. So here we go, taking a look at it in the glass. Coats the glass beautifully. It's going to be a nice, thick, viscous mouthfeel to it. It's going to have a nice creaminess to it. You can see that by the way the legs and tears are starting to form. There they go. You see some legs coming down. So looking at the tequila itself, crystal clear, little glimmers of light shining through it. Looks like silver. Looks amazing. All right, so let's see what we get on the nose, because of course we taste with our eyes, our nose, and our mouth when we're sampling spirits like this. So on the nose, you get this really nice ripe cooked agave. So sweet cinnamon and nutmeg and cloves are coming through on it. A hint of citrus in there, like sweet orange. It's got a nice sweet honey note on the top part too. So you can tell there was a lot of sugars in these agave. It smells really nice. It smells beautiful. So definitely along the citrus lines, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves. I'm not picking up any grassy notes, which is fine for a Los Altos agave. But it does have a nice minerality to it too, which is nice. And it's just a nice effervescent nose to it. So it smells great. It smells appetizing. I'm already starting to salivate from it. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the tasting portion. Now we're gonna first prep our mouth for 40% alcohol, 48% alcohol, because this is the first sip of tequila for the day for me. You just swish it all around and wait for a couple seconds for the stinging to stop. Your gums go, ah! All right, we're good to go. Salud. Coats them up beautifully. Has a nice heat bite to it. Definitely more heat to this than the other high proof. Sweet cinnamon and baking spices up front. So you get that nutmeg and cloves in there. A little sourness coming in that's more of like a citrus sourness, so kind of like a grapefruit kind of note that's coming in, or more of a sour orange, because there's a sweet note on top too that's got a kind of a honey sweetness to it. Sweet cinnamon, baking spices. Little anise bitterness in there as well. Then a kind of a sour-ish citrus note in there. The bitterness kind of rides on it towards the end and stays with it with the sweet cinnamon note, so it kind of balances it out nicely. This is a nice Blanco. It's delicious. It's really good. If you're a high proof Blanco person, I think you're going to enjoy this. Now, would I put this over the other high proof, the special batch that we did? Not necessarily. They're a little different. The other high proof that's on ferment and still, that was exclusive for ferment and still, has a really nice sour apple note, and I believe it's more. It's not as aggressive as this one is. This one's got a little bit of a bite to it, more heat to it, which is, great if you don't mind a little heat. But definitely the other version is a lot what the people call smoother, drinks a lot easier. But this is nice. So if you're a high proof Blanco person, you'd love this. It's delicious. Nothing off-putting about it whatsoever. But if you haven't experienced the other high proof Blanco from Viva Mexico that's on ferment and still, the exclusive batch, that's going to be a must try, and trying them together, I think, would be an interesting thing for you to do. And I'd love to hear your comments if you do try them together. So there you go. The Viva Mexico Tahona, I'd give it a solid 4.5 agave. It's delicious. It's going to be a really nice one. I think once it settles down a little bit too, once it stays open a little bit and gets a little chance to open up, it's going to be even better. But it's delicious. It's got a really nice flavor profile. I definitely could sit and enjoy this with a good stogie, sipping on it, watching football. Thoroughly enjoyable, and it gives you a nice warmth in your chest, which feels really good too. So if you like the information I shared in this video, make sure you click the thumbs up and give me a like. If you're new to the channel, bienvenido, welcome. And if you're looking for a place that gives you unbiased and honest reviews, you found the place on YouTube and on the internet. I don't get paid by any brands to do the reviews. I don't accept payments for anything. This is strictly unbiased, honest reviews where they provide the bottle if they want, and then I give them an honest review and honest feedback. And if that's what you're looking for, then you've come to the right place. Welcome home. Select the subscribe button, click the subscribe button right there and the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time I post a new honest and unbiased review or informational video that will help you to ensure you don't select something you're going to regret buying later. And like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So, hey, if you wanted to pick up a bottle of Viva Mexico Tahona Blanco, high proof Blanco, I highly recommend it. It's delicious. Great job, Sergio Cruz. Salute. Bye, guys.